Hey everyone, now we're going to look at traditional versus new media. Mass media has been around for several centuries, from the invention of the printing press during the Industrial Revolution to produce books and newspapers. This expanded in the 19th and 20th centuries when methods were devised to capture photographic images. Broadcasting of radio and television began, music could be recorded, and motion picture films were produced. These were all early forms of analog technology. Generally speaking, analog refers to media forms that are recorded in a manner that is not used binary code, a two-symbol system consisting of 0 and 1. Early print forms include use of ink from a printing press or typewriter. Early forms of film or photography include use of emulsion on film or paper that have chemicals that respond to light. Early forms of broadcasting was through use of sound waves from a tower to television or radio aerials, which received the signal and fed the message to a receiver such as a radio or television. Early forms of recorded music used electronic grooves on a disc or record, picked up by a needle to create sound waves. Early forms of video and audio tape used electronic sound waves on small metal particles that are fed through a metal receptor and a VCR or tape player. As time progressed through the 20th century, technological advances have improved these analog technologies, but they are still considered old media. Analog forms of media technologies generally have a number of things in common. They provide only one direction of communication, little to no interactivity. For the general public, it only allowed the consumption of media products with almost no possibility for production. New media is generally considered media forms that use a binary language for storage, distribution, or production. In other words, media that relies on a computer to do its job. All media forms that were considered to be old media have been transformed to include new media, either in its production, storage, or distribution. For example, motion picture films used to be filmed on a roll of 35mm film, cut together by literally cutting the film strips before editing on a Steinbeck film editor. Now can be filmed using digital cameras, recorded and stored using digital file formats, and edited in a non-linear format using computers and video editing software. So your turn. Research and fill in your corresponding table in the old versus new media class activities Google Slides PowerPoint for the following media products: photography, movies, recorded music, books, games. First, write down how your media product can be produced, stored, and distributed using both old and new media technologies. There could be a way of using for each form. You can also add any fun facts you find along the way.